Hello everyone, and welcome to another studio vlog with me, Carolyn from Crafting with Glorious Purpose, where we do unique and custom gifts for you or for that someone special. Today, this is the 19th of May. We had our event yesterday, which you had seen in the previous vlog. It was super duper windy and kind of made my my anxiety levels like up. I was ready to like every time I put something down, it blew away. It was awful, but we made it through. We made some sales. We got enough money to get our booth fee back and then some, and then that money is going to go right back into another market. I applied this morning for another one, so we'll see if I get in. We do have the 3 moon markets coming up this summer, July, August, and September, and we are also in a October show. I'm waiting to hear back about a homecoming event that we did last year, so I know we have that one, and then there's another one with fall that we did last year that was really good, and we did their spring event, so I'm hoping, I can't wait for their fall one, so we're definitely going to be trying out to get into that one again. This week we got to wrap up our big order for my niece. If you would have seen at the end of the last video, we are doing mugs, t-shirts, and tumblers for her to sell at her music gigs, and we are super excited about that. We've got almost everything packed up. We got 2 mugs to press, so I need to run out at lunch and pick up a couple mugs to finish off that order, and then I want to look at doing some mystery grab bags for my birthday, which is next Thursday. I'm super excited to offer this because I've always wanted to do grab bags. So I have, I believe, enough merchandise. I'm going to start going through them, but I believe I have enough that I can do some $50 value ones that are reduced down, and ones in like a $30 range that are marked down, and then some like easier ones with like decals and stickers, and make those like a lower price point. So there's like a kind of like a small, medium, and large option. And then I'm going to start working on some social media to get that out. My other thing for this week that I want to do is I want to start finalizing my next collection, and I have the illustration made. I just need to get it broken apart and apply it to my various products that I want to offer in this collection. I can say that I do think I am going to be doing I'm obviously going to be doing a sticker to show off the illustration. I'm going to do a shadow box, which I'm trying to work out the logistics in my head because I know how I want it to look, but I don't know if it's going to work. I want to do a window cling as something different, and a towel, and then I'm going to make my design into a printed fabric and make wristlets. So I have that on my list to make this collection. It will be for summer. I'm hoping to have it released maybe, or at least promos for it for next week. I also don't want to tie it in with the mystery grab bag. So I want to make sure that runs its course. I think I'm going to do that as a sale starts on Thursday, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So I'm going to let it run through the weekend. If it sells out before then it does, but I'm going to extend it. If after that time, I will probably take the mystery grab bags with me if I have ones left to my in-person events and try to sell them that way. So with that said, I got to log into work. I spent some time doing some little things this morning, but I will catch you at lunch. Morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, so did not film yesterday. Got some little things done. I got the big order we have for my niece's shirts, mugs, and tumblers underway. We needed 2 more mugs, so ran out at lunch and picked those up. We're going to press that tonight and hopefully get that order done. I needed to put in little care cards for the drinks, or for the mugs, so that they know that our dishwasher's safe, and all that kind of stuff. So got everything packaged. I was treating it like a wholesale order because obviously they're going to be sold at her events, so they're not just going to someone. I want to make sure that they have our branding on it and they're packaged individually so that they can go whenever she sells them at the market or sells them at her shows. For today, I don't have a lot planned, but I'm trying to finalize some stuff for my my summer collection. I hope to be putting out some sneak peeks here soon. Start of summer is pretty much next week. I mean, you got Memorial Day, so I want to kind of finalize that. We do have my son's spring orchestra concert tonight, so we'll be going and doing that, so there won't be much working after work on anything. So I want to get I have a little bit of time left here. I got about half an hour left before I have to log on to work. So I'm going to try to use that to get some ideas down and get that taken care of, and then whatever doesn't get done will get done at lunchtime, since I'm currently with no other orders or any other outstanding things that I need to prep for. So I'm going to take care of working on that. And yeah, I'm looking to do maybe some mystery grab bags. I've been kind of doing some recon on how best to approach that. I have some items that we tested and tried, didn't like. Nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine, but there's no way that I'm using all these tote bags and t-shirts for myself. So I'm going to hopefully find a home for them. I have tote bags, t-shirts, I have some decals, I have some bandanas that maybe can go. I'll have to look through, but I do have some oopsies, so I might make put those in there too. The stickers, things like that. Make a little mystery grab bag and see if I can get those out. My birthday is actually next Thursday, so I was thinking of trying to get that put together for maybe that day and make it a mystery grab bag Thursday birthday type deal and get that out the door. So once you're seeing this, that would be, I'll be posting this next week, so it will probably go live the end of that week, so you'll be able to partake in it if you're watching this. So more to come on that. So yeah, I want to kind of iron out those 2 little things and see what I can come up with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will catch you around lunch. So lunchtime is almost over, and I am looking at about 5 minutes left. I wanted to, so I spent my lunch break scouring this office because I have different places. Like the things bin over here had some B grade and some other stuff in there. I have a bin up here that was full of stuff that I was discontinuing or not selling anymore. I had t-shirts and tote bags behind the door. So I kind of got it all together, and then I sat and I put them by value in a group. So I have 6 packs that are about a $35 to $40 value, and then these ones are all at about $50 value. So I just need to package them. I do want to make them nice, but I'm just kind of putting them in packages for right now so that I don't have to keep recounting them, because I think I counted them at least 6 times and was like, oh, this one's a 50. And then when I went to put it in, I was like, oh no, really it's a 30. So I had to redo it a lot. But some of the stuff that will be in these packages, this one here will have a set of teacher coasters, a Yorkie sticker, an actual blind box of, or blind pack of mystery stickers. There's 6 in here. I have 2 decals. This one here is a set. I originally started doing these like when I first started, and I only made a couple and then realized I'm not really sure how to market these. So I removed them from the website. So I held on to them, but they are perfectly good decals, but they are different themed labels to put on your plants. So one says like, I believe in you, and they're all like plant puns. So I have, there's 12 little ones in here. So they can go on, like if you have a shelf of them, you can put them on there. I have them in white, and I think I had, I put them in as a freebie for someone in black, but I have a big pack of ones. But I was going to offer them in a couple sizes, and then I was like, you know what, that's just too much work, and I'm not doing it. So I held on to them, but I had it packaged and ready to go. So this was one. I have some color change ones that are great stickers, but they're not great for cars because they will fade. And technically they're made for warm like mugs or things like that. So these will color change with heat. So I have one of these. Someone could put it on their tumbler, anything like that. I thought, in keeping with the I Make Poor Decisions, I would do the Wine Diva rhinestone shirt that I have. And I have a Think Differently, or Different is Beautiful tote bag. And I have a cat, you know, nice big cat tiger wind spinner. So this will put me at the about $50 mark for these. The t-shirts, I bought a few t-shirts to try out different designs and stuff on, and I was taking them to events as an examples. With not keeping various sizes in stock, it's kind of hard. So I opted to just not do, I do t-shirts, but I'm not going to advertise that I do t-shirts. So I'm not taking them to events anymore. So I have quite a few t-shirts that I'm putting in there. So this would be one of the kind of little bundles that I will be putting available. I actually did a reel that I'm going to probably post showing all of the stuff laid out. I started packing it and then realized that I filmed it for that, but not for this. So I can insert it in here.
Hey everyone, it's me, Carolyn from Crafting with Glorious Purpose. To celebrate my birthday next Thursday, we're doing a birthday sale with mystery grab bags. These bags contain retired and slightly imperfect items, and we're offering them all at an awesome discount. Follow us for more updates on how you can land one of the very limited grab bags.
So as you can see, all of those will be available to go in. So I'm putting them all in my poly mailers that I have, and then writing with a sticky note how much the variety, or how much they'll be worth, and then I can sit and I'm going to make a listing for them. So I have 6 of about the 50s, and I have 6 that are between the 35 to 40. So I'm only going to have 12 mystery bags that I'm going to put up online, and it is, once they're gone, they're gone. And I think I'm going to put them up, like I said, for my birthday. I'll start them on my birthday, which is Thursday the 29th. And if they don't sell out before the weekend, I will extend it. I'll keep them on there throughout the weekend. And then whatever doesn't sell, I'll just take them to markets and have them as blind bags if people want to purchase them. So with that said, that takes me to lunch is over. So I'm going to save these for later. I did get all the small ones packaged, and this did leave me with a handful of decals left. So I was wondering, I have a bunch of B grade stickers too. Maybe making some smaller, like little packs that, you know, you get 2 decals and 2 stickers, and then put it as a cheap bundle so that if somebody wanted something cheap, they could. And I did have these misprints, but I'm thinking that I'm probably going to hold on to these in case I screw up any other ones. And then maybe we can do these. I might even take these to events as just a B grade. If somebody wanted to get one and I didn't have a second one, they would have it. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest of these. I am going to make a cool little label on the front of these, but I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. If it's going to be a sticker or something like that. But I don't think I'm going to use these as the outside packaging. I think I'm going to use these. I don't know how, because like the wind spinner and a t-shirt was pretty tight on some of these. And this one has a wind spinner, a t-shirt, and a tote bag, which might make it even tighter. So I don't know if they'll all fit in this. If they do fit in these, then I can make this, I'll make a little sheet to put in there that has the description of what it is, you know. But I'm going to try to name it something cute, like maybe Perfectly Imperfect or something like that. And throw that up there. But I do want to make a little sticker or something to put on the pack or something to put in it, just kind of announcing that that's what those are. So I'm going to love and leave you. I'm going to head off back to work, and I will catch you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be in a better state with these and one step closer to Friday. Hello, everybody. We are at lunchtime here on this beautiful sunny, by sunny I mean cloudy Thursday. More rain running through the area, which is awesome. We had tornado warnings and stuff till 8 last night, so hopefully today brings some better weather. I don't know. It seems kind of chilly outside. So what I'm going to work on today at lunch is going to be finalizing these bags. So right now I have, like I said, 6 of each that I'm going to work on to have them so they can ship out next week, ready to go. So I have them all in mailers. I don't have them sealed yet. I'm not sure if some of the $50 ones will close. These ones will. So I think what I'll do is make like a label or a sticker or something to put on top of these and make them so that they're mystery bags. So I think that's what I'm going to work on today at lunch, is doing that. But some of these are kind of like overflowing. I have like this one here is going to be a very tight fit. So I'm hoping if I can get it to close, which I think I might be able to, I will use these as the mailers and just put, you know, maybe a 8.5 by 11 over a folded sheet or something in there saying what they are. But these ones are the $50 value ones. So I have 6 of each. And then I have, what I think I'm going to do is a decal and 2 mystery pack stickers. So I have these ready to go. And this is also another opportunity for me to use up my old business cards. So I have only a handful left. So I can use these up at an event or put them in packing. But I'm trying to stick with using the newer one since it has more of my brand on it. And that gives me a good dent into my mystery stickers. So I have maybe a handful of them left. I have a few in here that I don't have labels on the front. So I'll have to make print off new stickers for that. And we are moving right along. So I'm going to work on, once my lunch in the air fryer goes off, I'm going to have my lunch while I work on the computer and try to get these mystery bundle stickers or sheets made. I haven't figured out yet. I think I'm going to do them 2 up on an 8.5 by 11. That way, if I want to print them as a sticker, I can cut them easy, paste them on the bag. If not, because like there's nothing breakable in these other than, you know, the wind spinners might get bent, but I do have some like thin cardboard that I can slide in there to give it some stability so it doesn't get bent. The other thing I want to do is put all these on the scale and get like an average of what the shipping would be so that I can kind of put that on the site as well. I did put a teaser out on socials for it. I put it on Instagram and had it flowed through to my Facebook page and my Pinterest. So hopefully we get some interest in there and people are excited to see it. So I am going to go hurry up and grab my lunch and we will get started on the computer. So here is what my packages look like at the moment. So I have all these in the back here are the $50 ones. And then these ones here are all the 30 to 40. I just put 35. Some of them I discounted the items to begin with. So I just took a couple extra bucks off to make them 35. So technically they're not really 40. They're more like 35. And then I have my stack over here of those. And I think this ended up being about 8 or 9. So we have those ready to go. So let's get those on the scale and see what the average would be. And this is my lovely little Accutex scale. I got this on Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't very expensive at all. So I'm going to take one of these and see what we're looking at here. Looking at about 6 ounces, give or take. Let's see as we go down the line. Like I think most of these are going to be the same. So that one could be about 5. This one's a little fuller, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, this one's at 6. This one has a light in it. That one's almost 8. So I think we're safe doing about 6. Oh, this one's 9. I wonder what's all in that one. And then last one is 7. So I think if we do 7, that'll get us at the halfway point there in the average of like what there would be. And then these $50 ones, I think, like I said, will probably be a little more. These ones are at about almost a pound. So I don't think that's going to make or break the bank. So I might be able to see about offering free shipping on these too. Yeah, so I think we're okay. We're at about a pound for those ones, and then this one would be only about 6 or 7 ounces. So we should be okay with being able to mail those out and do possibly free shipping on those. right, so we got the mystery bags. Labels kind of mapped out. I'm thinking that those should work. I'll make a smaller one for the smaller bags. I was kind of hopeful that these would work, but I don't think they're going to. I found these, and apparently the sun isn't going to come out today. It got dark again for no reason. But this one is it's a pink and polka dot bag. I was going to use these for mystery bags when I first thought about doing this. I found these at Dollar Tree, but they were just not big enough to fit a decal in. So I was going to use these for that, but they're a little big. So I might have to scrap these and use these for mystery bags for another time. But since I have these ready, and I'm kind of losing my space in here with these bags, I'm going to put these in these little bins so that I can make sure that I keep them separated and I don't keep trying to figure out which one is which. So this one here actually has a big wind spinner in it. I don't think that's going to fit in here, but we're going to try. And then I've got a bigger bin here for these other ones. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. I got a decent amount of product in these packages to send out. And then I can be in better shape once I figure out how I'm going to send these off. I do want to make them a little nicer and a little more presentable, kind of wrap them up a little nicer. But the hard thing is some of these, like I've had these for a little while. They are, they were a trial that I tried out doing night lights. And I have a couple, I only have like 3 left. They don't really fit in this packaging very well, and I'm afraid that they're going to poke through or damage something that's in the packaging. So I think I might have to find a new way to package those ones, but these other ones, once I get them in here, I think we'll be in good shape. So these ones are let's see, more expensive ones. These ones are the 35 ones, and then I just have to find some way to package these little guys, which I might be able to make an envelope, or I don't know. I think these just are too kooky if I try to put this in here. Then I got this like awkward it won't lay flat, so that I'm not sure how that would shift. So I think I might have to go back to the drawing board on this one. And like I said, I can save these for another time. So that's what we got so far. I think we did a pretty good job. I still have 15 minutes of my lunch break, so I might be able to actually eat my cold lunch that I made and take another look at my collection. So I have my fabric laid out how I want it to look. I have what else was there? 1 second. I got to grab my sketchbook because I have all that doodled down. So the window cling is ready to go. I was going to do a test cut on the Cricut, so I might actually have that cut while I'm sitting here. I have a towel idea that will also be the sticker design. So once I take my drawing and actually like condense it down, I can put it on a towel. My only concern is that I think the towel, it might be a little dark. I've never pressed anything with a dark background on it. So like I said, this one is, let me move you over here. This one is going to be fireflies. So I have a dark background and I have the fireflies illuminating on there. So I don't know how that would look on a white towel. I would have to see how it looks. And I have some tester towels that I usually press on. So I might try printing it out and seeing if it looks too dark and if it gets too mucky and like, if you're not going to be able to see the glow of the fireflies, I might have to come up with a different plan. I could do an all over print. I've thought about doing that with having the fireflies kind of floating around. Or maybe even just mimic the fabric that I was doing for the wristlet. So I have the fabric for the wristlet and I'm thinking I might do a dog bandana for it too. Because once I make the fabric, then I just need to press it. So I think that's what I will end up doing so I have those two completed. The towel is still questionable. The window cling is in progress. The shadow box is the other thing. So shadow box, I just have to take my design apart and then have it look like it makes sense. So that I think is what I'm going to spend these last few minutes of my lunch break, is kind of roughing out the idea of what will go on what layers and how I will get that sorted out. And then I just need to take the design and simplify it down to make it into a sticker. So it's not so, I'm afraid with it being dark that when you make it smaller, you're not going to see some of the detail. So definitely going to work on that. But all in all, I don't think too bad. I love the way these turned out. So I've got my medium and my large, and then I can make a smaller version of that for however I do the bags and, and I actually have cardstock. I might be able to make an envelope and then make a little square sticker to put over top of it. So that might be what I do. Just cut up an easy little shape, make it into an envelope, slide those in and call that a day. But those ones will be $5. So you'll get a decal and 2 mystery packs of stickers for $5. So that way I have a 25, a 15, and then a $5 option, so that if you wanted a small, medium, or large, you got it ready to go. So I'm going to work on doing that. And I will catch you hopefully sometime tomorrow with a better idea of how things are going to look. So I'm going to eat my cold lunch. I'll catch you then. Hello, crafty people. It's Friday. Friday's finally here. So I wanted to print off the sticker sheets that I made for the labels for the mystery bags, but realized I'm out of sticker paper. So I have to get some of that this weekend. I looked in every drawer. I even looked upstairs in our office and couldn't find any. So I don't need like a lot of sheets, which I was kind of hoping to use some junk ones that, because they're not like real, they're not stickers to be sold. They're just the packaging. So I was like, so I have those all and they're all set aside. Once I get those stickers, then I got those ready to go. I'll probably send out another little teaser campaign over the weekend. We finished Laura's order, so that's all packed up and ready for them to pick up. We just have to schedule a pickup time. I did some photos of them and then made a reel and put that up. So if you get a chance, go over and check out my Instagram and you'll get to see it. If you haven't checked her out, I will leave her social media and her website in my description so you can check her out. She plays all in the PA area, mostly around Westmoreland County and Greensburg area, but she's done a couple shows out here in Pittsburgh, but for the most part she's east of the city. So if you're out that way, check her out. She plays a lot of cool little gigs, and she has a calendar too where her events will be, so check her out. I am going to relax for a few minutes before I have to log on to work. I've got probably about 25 minutes or so. There's really nothing I can work on at this moment. I was kind of hoping to get the bags sealed up, but I don't see the point since I don't have the labels, because I wanted to see like if I need to put them in some outer packaging or if I would able to just send those as they are when time comes. But that's for next week. So we do have an extra long weekend this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we have Monday off. So I may not see you Monday, but I will definitely see you on Tuesday. I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend, and we will check you later. If you like this video, and I would appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It helps me out, and gets me out to the people that want to see the chaos that is my YouTube videos. They, they are what they are. This is what I do. I work all day. I fit in time to do my small business, and it just has to be okay, because that's the life I have right now. So I'm working to try to do this full time, but I don't know that will ever happen. So, I will do what I can. But if you could give me some love to get me out to some people, I would appreciate it. I will catch you next week, and hopefully we'll have some more progress on our next collection, which I'm looking forward to getting that kind of worked on over the long weekend. We also have to finish tearing up our garden and get that started so that we can have some veggies and yummies. So I will catch you next week. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.